Hello, I'm Dana Scranton, and welcome to Entrepreneurs Without Limits. In today's 8-Minute Wisdom, we're going to talk about the definition of entrepreneurship. What is an entrepreneur? I have a very simple definition that I teach and that I advocate because it's concise, it's clear, and it's true. And here it is. An entrepreneur is someone who identifies and understands the needs of others. Then, with courage, conviction, and resourcefulness, connects those people with the means of fulfilling their needs. Now, that definition has a great deal of depth. It is universally true, and it defines the entrepreneur through the ages. From historical perspectives, as far back as you can think, to the present day. An entrepreneur, as defined, is the very reason that society has advanced. Why? Because the entrepreneur is within each and every one of us. By that definition, we're all entrepreneurs. It just depends if we want to muster the courage, the conviction, and the resourcefulness to go out there and make a difference. Now, there's a word in that definition that's very powerful, and it's very important to understand that it's the word a. Notice that it didn't say the, because here's the deal. Whether you're an organizational entrepreneur or a solo entrepreneur, when you identify and understand the needs of individuals, it doesn't necessarily mean that your product is going to fulfill that need. The A means that you understand the need, and if your product does not have what it takes to fulfill that need, you as an entrepreneur have the resourcefulness to find the source of one that does. Now, whether that's a friend who happens to have a product or it's a company that you're aware of, the point being is that individual's needs are more important than the revenue that you generate by selling them a product. Now, that's almost going to be sacrilegious in many circles. But the point being is if you can't make a sale, make a friend, create a relationship, establish the understanding of what that individual truly needs and why, because an individual is merely a single sample of a larger population that we call the marketplace. When you fulfill the need of an individual, when you understand why, then you have created knowledge, wisdom, and insight that will enable you to be a more effective entrepreneur and a more effective human being. Now, let's go real quickly. We're trying to keep this under 8 minutes through those 3 elements: courage, conviction, and resourcefulness. Now, courage is something that we all have to grow into. We have to muster the courage to step outside the norm, the paradigm of the current state. Shatter the paradigm, step onto the frontier of possibilities, and examine new ways to create value in the lives of others. Next, let's talk about conviction. If you believe in the product that you have, whether it's goods, services, or your leadership, leadership is a product, then you develop the conviction to move forward and advocate the solutions you have. But there's another form of conviction, the conviction that your purpose, among other things, is to help humanity advance one person at a time, if need be, because if you can help one person, you can help many. And when you do so, you advance the state of humanity. Your conviction, your belief is that you possess the ability to do that through your purpose and your vision. So conviction has some depth to it. And finally, resourcefulness. As we move through our entrepreneurial journey, we create resources. Those resources are knowledge, our wisdom, our experiences, the relationships we build. It's the knowledge of what the customer actually needs out there, where they're headed and why. There's a lot of resources that all come together to give us resourcefulness to be able to address the needs of individuals once we understand what that need is. Now, as entrepreneurs, we also must look beyond the immediate need to see what is the need that need fulfills. What is the benefit? And then the benefit of the benefit. That's part of the resourcefulness game. So that's the definition of an entrepreneur: universal, true, and powerful. And some of the philosophy behind it. why that definition is absolutely something that you should embrace and carry forward. Thank you for your attention today. Once again, this is Dana Scranton, and we'll see you in the next 8 Minute Wisdom episode.